Well, he said something about like black girls. He's like, black girls love Asian girls. Black girls love Asian guys.
It's true.
It's true, right?
It's true.
And this guy was like, "Oh my god, he thinks he's entitled," or so. She's like,
this
shit.
No. So I said, black people love Asian dudes. You go to DC, like, they love you. They're like, they're very aggressive, and I'm like, yeah. And I say respectfully, that's not my type.
He said, "Respectfully, I'm good."
Yeah, I said respectfully, I'm good.
Did you get canceled for it? Like,
No, I didn't get canceled for it. People just blown into me like, this guy thinks he's better than black people. I'm like, what the? What did I say?
He said, "Respectfully."
I said respectfully. I'm just not my type.
You should have added. I should have added the part where it says, "My first crush was a black girl."
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Talk Rice to Me. I'm Jesse.
I'm Jay.
I'm Austin.
Chris.
What's up, guys? I'm Mo.
Now, one thing I want to start off the topic or this podcast with is I want to talk about cheating. Okay, I want to know, like, I'm sure all of us have seen cheaters, like people cheating in our life, right? I want to know, and I'm sure the viewers want to know, what are some signs that someone is cheating on you? Because sometimes you may not
Pick it up right away.
Yeah, you may not pick it up right away. So what are some signs that people can see, like, oh, that you should be like, oh, that's a red flag. Maybe they like doing something behind my back.
Putting your phone down like that every single time.
You think so?
You look like you're hiding something if you put your phone down like that when you're with your significant other and stuff, you know?
I mean, sometimes I feel like that's also, that could be like intentional or not. Because sometimes like I don't purposely do it.
Right.
But I think like for me, a big sign is like lack of attention. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like when you're first starting to talk with your significant other, like you're hanging out every day, like you're lovey-dovey. And then like, you know, it's inevitable, like things start to change, but like the lack of attention, maybe like going out like just by herself or with the girls, you know, that could lead to, I don't know.
No, you're right. Like if you don't spend enough one-on-one time with your significant other and like they see you just going out all the time instead, it's like makes them look like you don't really want to be with them, or you're like you're seeing someone else behind their back and whatnot.
Yeah, I feel like the same way. You know, when you're at home and you're kind of just doing your own thing, and your significant other's always doing their own thing as well. Like you guys don't really communicate that much. It kind of leads to that kind of thing.
So just the phone thing, just getting distant on you. What about anything else? What about, okay, there's one thing that I've noticed when it comes to like when people start cheating is that they start getting really insecure, like they project. You know what I mean by that? So like if they are personally cheating, they'll start being insecure with you and think that you're cheating on them. So they get more protected over you. So like if you're talking to a girl, they'd be like, oh my God, who you talking to, blah, blah, blah. Have you guys ever seen that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think to kind of go along with that, you know, gaslighting is like a big thing, you know, just to, you know, when you have someone that's just constantly gaslighting you about like any kind of argument. And so, yeah, I would agree. I've seen it.
What is an example of gaslighting?
So many.
I'm going to pass that on. I'm going to pass that question on to Mo. No. I mean, just because
Nah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, cause I don't want to give you an example. No, I'm good. Go ahead.
like for example,
I'm gonna have to be silent on that.
Wait. Since I am single, is this a good example? You guys say yes or no. Say you're out at the club, right? Or you and your girl out in the club, whatever, and you're talking to some girl, and later on, your girl goes up to you and goes, "Why are you talking to that girl?" He goes, "What are you talking about? I wasn't talking to no girl." Like you're kind of saying like that. You're like, "No, I saw you." Like, man, what are you talking about? You weren't looking at me because I wasn't talking to any girls.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, when you get defensive like real quick,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like that's a big part of it. Or
Huge red
like,
flag, yeah.
or when you're like, let's say you're arguing with your significant other, and you'll be like, oh, like, you know, why'd you talk to that guy that one time, or why'd you talk to that guy yesterday? And she'll be like, well, you talked to that girl like yesterday, so you know what I mean? Like it's just
when you try to flip the script on
You're
them,
trying to get even.
when you try to get even, that's kind of, for me, that's kind of like gaslighting, which I've done a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Not intentionally.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually sharing this with Jesse today actually, and they were talking about like the four traits of like successful relationships, and they said that's probably one of the biggest things that show like relationships going downhill is when someone says you're doing something, you flip it back at them. It's like being defensive. Like once that happens too much, like that relationship's probably down the drain.
Yeah.
I have a question for Mo. How long you been married?
6 years now.
Okay. You were talking about like people getting distant on you, right?
Right.
In 6 years of marriage, when you and your wife, did y'all ever get distant at that point within the 6 years?
I mean, yeah, because the honeymoon stage and stuff like that. There's ups and downs in marriage. It's never perfect, and it's hard. Always trying to have your significant other fall in love with you every day. So it's constant work, and you gotta date each other every day.
When you say date each other every day, what you mean by that?
You gotta be spontaneous. You can't get comfortable. Because
I know what you mean.
That's
I
what
get
happens.
you.
Sometimes we have kids, and sometimes we get comfortable and then we forget to love each other. Because we're busy with our daily lives and stuff like that.
All right, I got another question. This is kind of a lighthearted one. Y'all on TikTok, right? Y'all seen the TikTok things where people like girls or like guys will put a camera up and then walk by their girls and they're like smacking them in the ass? Have you seen that? Y'all do that? Y'all like when you go walk by your girl in the kitchen or something like that, y'all smack them in the
I feel
ass?
like everyone does that.
I just did that before I,
I
left.
smack it and then I grab it and I firmly hold it. You know what I mean?
You let her know that you're there.
Yeah, I let her know that you still got it. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's mine.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
mine. So what happens? Do you guys ever have days where you actually like forget how like they show in the videos where they like walk by and they don't do it? Like, do the girls actually like pay attention to that shit?
Yeah, I know my wife does.
She does.
Yeah, because she's that's why she always like looks behind her like if I'm gonna do it or not, or like when we walking up the stairs and she's in front of me, she always like look up behind me, seeing if I'm gonna do it or not.
Okay, that's cute. That's tight. I didn't know that people actually did that. I'm like, I haven't been in a relationship in 6 years, so I don't know.
Right.
So, dang, that means I've been single the whole time that you've been married.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Hey,
It's crazy.
go ahead, Mo. What you got?
Barbers, like, is it like I've been going to the same barber like for the longest time. Like, it's so hard to find a good barber, and like once like when you hear them quit and stuff like that, like it's like finding a new relationship, man, with somebody else that cut your hair and stuff like that. I think is it harder to find like a new significant other or a new barber?
Damn, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what type of person you are. Because if you're really, really picky, you're really meticulous.
Yeah.
I think it's harder. Because some people are like, this guy is dumb meticulous. This man don't like no haircut. Like if he got 100 haircuts, he might like one.
Damn.
He might like one, right? For me, I think it's easier to find a barber than it is to find a relationship. Because I'll say this. So I went to this when I first moved into this area. I had a friend. He had his brother owned a barbershop, and I went there, and I didn't know where to go.
Right.
I said, "Hey, my boy, sorry, my older brother owns a shop.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go there, cool." And basically, I went there for like, I don't know, for
About 2 years,
I think longer.
2-3 years.
Like like a long.
The whole park era, we went there.
Yeah, so I was going to this
park
guy
era,
for
we went there.
multiple years, right? And then I decided to, change up my style, like get a different haircut. And it was something that he probably wasn't used to cutting, right? And so he cut it, and he just jacked it all up. It was terrible, and I was like, dude, I was like, oh man, like, I don't know.
Your barber can make or break you for the next 2 weeks.
Yes. And, but then my boy Brandon, he recently his high school friend,
Right.
is also a barber, and he has a shop. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go there and test it out. So I went there. I was like, oh, I like what this man does. So I went there for a couple years, and then like, dude, it's not his fault.
Yeah.
But then COVID hit, and then inflation. This man started jacking up his prices, like where it's like $90 a cut. And I'm like,
$90.
yeah, exactly. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm like, dude, you cut good hair, but it ain't like $90 worth.
You'd be surprised, man. People be charging $80 plus, and people still go to them and whatnot.
It's loyalty.
fair.
But for me, I'm like, dude, like me and my brother, we go to New York like all the time, and I've gotten haircuts, and whenever I'm there, and then I was like, dude, I'm gonna test out these New York haircuts because these it's like fashion capital of the United States, right?
Basically, yeah.
So they nicer.
Yeah.
They charge $90. We in Nova.
Yeah.
Why are you charging $90?
Yeah, that's pretty steep.
I'm one of those dudes, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very
Loyal.
picky and loyal to my barber. So like I've been going to him since high school, and he used to charge 25, and I would tip him like 10. And then like he got big, like he got real good. He started cutting like local celebrities' hairs, and so like as of recently, he's on this app. Not recently, but like it must have been like 5 years now, and he charges 70. So I've been going to him, and I used to go every week when I used to like go out. Gotta get a fresh cut, right?
Yeah,
Medium skin fade, double
Yeah.
taper, nothing off the top. So I've been
Little
going
line,
to
you
him.
know?
I've been going to him since literally like senior year in high school, and I graduated 07. And I feel bad because like, you know, he's in Springfield, and I live in Centerville. So like I just recently started like checking out the app and going to other people, but like I just feel so guilty, man. I feel like I'm cheating on him, man. Like that's why I never post pictures anymore if I have a fresh cut. I just like messed up. I'm like, please crop me out. Like I don't want him to know, man. But
I will say though, so when I started, so when that guy he jacked up to $98, I stopped going and I was like, dude, I kind of want to go back to the old guy because he was cheaper,
Right.
right? And I'm gonna change my hairstyle again to something that
Yeah.
like was when I used to have because he might, bro. He used the app too. I booked him. He denied my request. I'm like, dang, you that salty that I went to a different barber?
Damn.
Yeah.
And then I spent like half a year going to various barbers in the area trying to
Dude.
figure, and they just like every single one just kept messing my joint up. And my confidence was like this for like
Right.
6 months. I'm like, dude, what the heck am I looking like?
Yeah, that's the thing when like before you have a haircut, your hair's all like messy and stuff like that. So you humble yourself. But then after you get a fresh haircut, he's like, damn, what a bitch is at. Let's go to the club.
You see those videos that got a fresh haircut, time to run some errands. Goes to
Yeah.
Target, goes to Starbucks, goes to Aritzia,
Yeah.
gets lost in Sephora, all that stuff.
dude, my voice changes when I get a fresh cut. I'm talking. I'm like, yeah, what's up? if I'm on a headset playing games, like, yo, hey, on me, man. On
Why,
me.
why are you talking so deep when we playing games with? Who you playing games with?
It's just when you get a fresh cut, nothing beats the feeling of a fresh cut, man. You walk out, you're more talkative. You look good, feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Your wrist game goes up 2 points.
yeah, Riz game is up there,
Aye.
man.
But like, yeah, if you find a bad barber, you and they fuck up your haircut, you staying in for the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going out. I'm not letting nobody see this.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes it's just all in your head though.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like all in your head.
Right.
Because I've gotten some bad haircuts when I was in that 6 months periods, and it's like to me, I'm looking in the mirror like, oh my god, my joint is like messed up. But then with a little bit of work, it's gonna be doable. But then when you go out, you're in the dark anyway, so like people don't be seeing it like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, man. I need that cut, man. Because
need
even
that
now, when I get the cut, and I walk in the house, my girl's like,
You
who you looking all good for? I'm just like,
you smack that ass extra
"My
hard.
man, don't worry about it. And I just walk away, man. She's like, oh, okay. He just got his haircut. That's why. Every time.
You be smacking that. You be going up and smacking the ass extra hard.
I don't even gotta do it sometimes. When I get the cut, she comes to me. I'm just like, you know.
You should tell them your barber experiences, Jay.
Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, I'm dumb picky with haircuts, like super picky. But now I don't even get haircuts unless I'm doing something major. Again, because things are so expensive. And I basically did the same thing as Jesse when I'm bouncing around because I'm particular, right? I'm like, dude, no, I need like, you know, sides squared up and stuff like that. And now I'm growing the sides out longer because I don't want to get fades all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Because fades I have to get them way too much. But one time, I think my worst barber story is honestly, there's this barber shop in Old Town Fairfax called The Standard. And it got like hella high ratings, like dumb high ratings. It was when I just moved here. Went there, got a haircut. I think I showed him a picture. I was like, yo, I just want this cut. I think it was like a pomp or something like that. Man, Zeke, my hair just ruined. My hair was like this. Like this side was this short, this side was this long. I was like, bro, what is this? He gave me a refund. I went to this other place and he just like kind of like just evened it all out.
Yeah.
I feel you. My confidence was like this.
Bro, no. Jay's leaving a whole bunch part about this story off. This man went to get the haircut because when we were living together, right?
Yeah.
He went to get the haircut. He came back. This man came out he came in the house like raging. Like there was a volcano in this guy's head. Like this man was like boiling lava everywhere.
Yeah.
And this man was just like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, oh my God, I'm so pissed. And I'm like, dude, just go back and go get your money back. He was like, no, I already paid for it. I said, no, you don't like the haircut. Go back and get your money back.
Yeah.
That'll make you feel better. At least you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And he finally went back, got his money back.
And then I went to other place and he evened it out. And I was so self-conscious about it. I was like, yo, I don't know if you remember, there was an era where I wore a fedora like out all the time. It was literally because of that haircut. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get a fucking nice ass hat to cover this doo-doo ass hair.
Damn,
That's
I
literally
mean,
what
look like
happened.
Neo.
That's literally what happened. I literally got that hat just because of my hair. I was like, dude, no, I cannot deal with this. So I had like the freaking massive fedora.
The worst is like a time is like when you're the barber really messes up your hair
Yeah.
and like you need a haircut or like
Yeah.
a really nice haircut for like a
Right.
special event. Like I remember 2 years ago, like during that 6 month phase, like towards the end of it, I had a wedding, my cousin's wedding. I'm like, I gotta look good.
Yeah.
This man gave me a terrible haircut, like something I didn't even ask for. Like my one side was like flat, one side was long. I'm like, what is this?
When they spin you around to look in the mirror, I'm like,
I'm just like, spin me back, man. Like,
turn around, turn your ass back around.
it's crazy though because like I feel like when you show them the photo, it don't ever look like the photo. It's
Right.
better when you just describe it. Because I used to
Yeah.
literally pull up my phone and be like, I want it just like this. And it would be completely opposite. I'm like, this is not what I look like.
Yeah.
So
Let me ask y'all, do y'all go like to Asian barber or like Hispanic barbers or like black barbers?
Before I used to only go to Asian barbers. I'm like Asian barbers because they're Asian. They know how Asian hair is.
Right.
Because Asian hair is different than like
Yeah, it's super straight.
right now. There's no Asian good Asian barbers around here, so I go to a Hispanic guy.
Yeah. No, and when I was in RVA, yeah, good, like Dominican dude or Puerto Rican dude, yeah, he cut real clean. I was like, damn, fade is immaculate.
yeah, you gotta go with the Hispanic.
Yeah, Hispanic
Uh,
people.
Is your barber Hispanic?
Oh yeah, all of them, every single one of them.
Is your barber Hispanic?
My mom's actually a hairstylist.
Oh, so you don't have to worry about this.
Yeah,
And she
man.
has a salon in her house. So I haven't paid for a haircut since like 20 years ago.
That's why your hair is always pristine.
No, you not right now, but it's been 2 weeks. I usually cut it every 2 weeks, but
That
it's been
is
So prime single era. How often we get your hair cut?
like literally every like 13 days, like literally.
Yeah, 13
right,
days,
right before it hit 2 weeks, yeah, every time. I did it literally every 13 days for like
It's
years.
about that time. Let's go.
no, I feel you because when it was the era when we were doing like the app, literally I remember Jesse, myself, and like 3 of my other single friends will all go to the same guy every 2 weeks on Friday. I think he would be booked from like 5:30 to 7. 5:30 or like
Cut the
8.
whole
It was
crew.
all of us
They
back
cut
to
the
back to
whole
back. That night we're going out.
I feel like some people are blessed though, because they don't have to get it every 2 weeks. Like some people's hair is different, but like so Asian people hair, a lot of Asian people's hair is like they stick out really bad on the
Yeah.
sides every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's why this is a side note. That's why I stopped going to them because if you get fades all the time, it's like upkeep, right?
Yeah,
you have to keep up with the fades. But I'm like growing the sides out now so they flow back better. So I don't have to get a haircut, but like every 2
weeks.
months.
Oh, 2 months. That's
Yeah,
good.
because I just push it all back. But now I got a little mullet
I didn't
going
know
on.
barbers started charging $90.
Bro,
That's crazy.
Bro, it's nuts.
That's when I used to get haircuts, it's like $30 like in college.
This
Crazy.
guy, he was I'm sorry to call you out, but I'm putting it out there. But so he was charging $90 for a haircut, and he was also charging $150 if you didn't get a haircut in a while. So this is like yeah. So this was like coming out of like the COVID era, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like so a lot of people didn't cut their hair for like months. And he said if you haven't got a haircut, I think it was like if you haven't had a haircut in 6 months,
Yeah.
you had to select this option. It was $150.
That's wild.
That is wild,
robbery, man. That's
yeah.
crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Back in the single day era, so my boy just got out of barber school, right? And he was good. And he worked at this the same shop that I go to now in Springfield. But when they first opened, they had this deal for each employee. You can cut 3 people's hair on your list for free whenever you want. Boy, let me tell you how much advantage I took of that. I was in the barber shop in his seat every 4 days. Like, literally, I'm like, yo, they're like, you back again? I'm like, yeah, just give me a shape up today, man. And then the next day, I'm like, yo, like, I got like 3 hairs coming out. I need you to fade it, man. every like, I swear, every like 4 days I was there. And then they got rid of the program because, me and
People like you.
me and the 2 other people on their list was literally, he made no money. It was just us, like, in rotation. They were like, did you get laser hair removal on your sides? Like, how is it always so fresh?
all right. My next question is, what is some subtle like things that people do that can slightly irk you? Like kind of like a ick. It could be like a guy or a girl. Like you just see like it may be something like so normal to other people, but like when you see it, it's like, what the heck? for mine, I got one. So I don't know why it's a thing, but like sometimes you be watching people eat, right?
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever had people when they eat, they'll like stick their tongue out and like lick the food before they put it in their mouth? People do that?
No, I've never
I've
seen
never
that.
seen that.
Is that a
Yo,
thing?
I've never seen that.
It's probably because I'm conscious of it, so I always see it. So some people don't. Nah, y'all better look at each other like, do I eat like that?
Or do you mean like they're like,
Yeah, so they like stick their tongue out. So they be like, when they're like, usually like if you're eating a sandwich, you just go like,
yes.
you bite, right? No, but they'll stick their tongue out and go like, and then they'll bite it.
That makes
I
sense.
never seen that
I've
before.
never seen that
I've never seen
before. I swear, I've never seen that before.
Y'all about to start noticing it now because now that you guys are aware
I'm
about
gonna
it.
look at everybody's mouth now every time they eat.
Bro, that is something different.
I don't know why it irks me, but I be seeing it sometimes. I'll be like, oh, hey, yo, wait, hold up.
They're practicing the ass eating game. You know what I mean?
I knew that was gonna come up. Can't get away with it.
What y'all think? What y'all think?
Mine's stupid, so I'll go last. Mine's really stupid.
Go ahead, Wong. I
I
don't
don't even
know.
know if I have one, honestly.
You might have to go first. Since the one that got one.
Mine's just annoying to me because like, so I play ball like occasionally. I'll go to the gym. I'll play basketball here. My biggest pet peeve is when people play with their headphones in, and you see it a lot more often. It's normally the dudes that are trash. No offense, if you're listening and you wear headphones, I'm sorry, but like the reason why it bothers me is because I play. I take it kind of serious because no one wants to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So when they have the headphones in, they can't hear anything. So like I'm like, hey, like yo, like that's your man, like, and they just don't listen.
Wait, they're playing an entire game with like just
yeah. So we'll
That's
go and
wild
play
to me.
pickup. We'll play pickup basketball, and they're wearing like their AirPods, and then it's annoying because like sometimes they'll fall out, so we gotta stop and like wait for them to put the AirPod back in. I'm just like, just put that shit away, bro. Like damn.
Damn, I didn't know that was a thing, man.
yeah, I didn't know that was a
You'll
thing.
notice when you walk in the gym and you like look in the basketball court, you'll see at least one person that has like earbuds in.
Oh,
That's mine.
anybody else?
Damn, I'm trying to think. Like,
I can't think of anything.
Dude, I don't know. What people do doesn't really, there's nothing that really bothers me from people.
Like slight pet peeves.
Slight pet peeves.
Not big pet peeves, but not slight pet peeves.
What's a big pet peeve?
Yeah,
What's
What's a big pet
a
peeve?
big pet peeve?
he's trying to tread lightly.
I know. I gotta be careful what I say, man.
say what you
No, I
chest.
really, no, I'm not gonna say anything.
If someone
about
takes it personally, then
that. Yeah, I
that
don't.
why
It's
do they
okay.
think-
If you don't want to say it, you don't gotta say it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Nah,
say
I think maybe mine is like when they hit you up and they plan to hang out and stuff like that, and then they cancel last minute on you and stuff like that.
Oh,
flakers.
okay.
You don't like flakers.
With names?
Nah, it's not. It's not you, Austin. Don't worry.
You don't like
no, like the
flakers.
people who's like, it's like they hit you up, they plan it. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm down, and then they're like,
Let me get a couple of names.
nah, there's too many people. I don't want to say no people's names.
I don't know. I feel like I'm really chill, so I don't think a lot of people
Yeah.
things bother. Oh, no, it doesn't happen anymore. But back in the day, we were talking about hair earlier. One of my biggest like annoyances that people would always do is, we're all guys. We take our time on our hair. Someone comes up, I like what you did with your hair, and they take their hand and run it through your head. You're like,
Oh, I hate that shit.
you're like, why would you do that? Or why would,
You're right,
that
you're
is that is probably was my biggest annoyance back in the day. Like, all right, I just spent all this time on this hair, put all this effort in, and you're just gonna ruffle it all up.
People do that?
Yes.
Yeah, people used to do that.
No.
Oh,
That's
I
all
like
the
what
time,
you
yeah.
do. Oh, did you get a haircut? Whoop! And you just rubbed away all the pomade, whatever I got on my hair, hairspray.
Or like they slap the back of your neck, like, oh, fresh cut.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, sometimes they literally just be like, "Oh, what's up?" For like 2 years, I was carrying a comb in the back pocket because of that.
Oh,
I used to go to the
Comb in the
block.
back pocket,
I used to like go to the block. I had a comb. I was like, "Oh, like come on, man, go in there,
I didn't
hit
know
it
that,
real
I
quick."
didn't know people do that, man.
dang.
that was the most. Well, yeah, that was easily the most annoying thing people would do. People don't do it anymore, but yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I remember people doing that back in the day.
I remember
Yeah.
back in the day where people were like, when you get fresh new kicks and they want to step on it, like, ooh, new kicks. They like step on your foot, and, like when you get fresh new Air Forces and stuff like that, and they want to
Oh,
step on
man.
it. I was like, bro, seriously?
I didn't know people did that. Like,
Dude.
with wrestling. Is that is it guys doing that or girls
It
doing
was
that? Or
almost
both?
always
Yeah.
girls.
It's always
It
girls.
was
Yeah.
always girls. It was always girls.
Almost always guys.
Almost always girls. Well, what
You got that riz, man.
Austin's not only risen up the girls, he got the guys
No, it's
coming
just-
too.
They would just come in.
They were jealous.
fuck
They're
that
like,
shit
yo,
up.
stop pulling all these females. They tell them.
Nah, they would literally just be like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
They'd be like, you looking too good.
And I'm just like, because now your hand's all covered in gel or like pomade. I'm like, You're stupid, man. Go to the
Bro,
bathroom.
yeah. That's, because of that, I think it trains your reflexes to be like, hey, yo, man. Yo, man. You can't like a ninja. Just like this. Like, no one will touch your hair. I'm telling you, it happened quite a bit.
Were you like kind of like bending down or sitting down when they did that? Because I don't think any girl
It was
tall enough to reach my head.
It was always when I went in for a hug. Like if I hugged them, oh my god, like what you do with your hair? Oh god, dang it! I can't just stiff arm them real quick. Like get Heisman. Like, but yeah, that happened. It doesn't happen anymore.
And speaking of hugs, I just want to ask y'all, so y'all got girls. So with y'all female friends, are y'all hitting with the full on hug or you hitting with the side hug?
Side, bro. You ain't gonna get me caught up. Sometimes I just like I give them the side body. I'm just like, hey, what's up? Like a two pat in the back.
Like a two pat.
You gotta give them the pat because if you grip too hard, it's like, what are you doing? I'm always like, hey. It's always like a 2-second rule.
It all depends how close I am with you and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
So there are people you give them the whole full on hug with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the same way too.
Austin, only one here.
I got
sometimes I might even fist bump. It's like, what's up?
I got a question. Can you tell, or back in the day, I guess, could you tell when two people hooked up or were hooking up based on how they hugged each other?
No, not really.
I don't think so. I mean, sometimes you can. For me, like sometimes I can tell if two people have hooked up or were hooking up.
That's what I mean.
But not specifically based on a hug.
Okay.
It's more like if they walk in and be like, oh, yeah, okay. Like, you know, like one of those, then you're like, oh, they fucking. That's how you know.
They fucking.
I'm just imagining Austin just like, oh, you see that? Yeah, they fucking.
Oh yeah.
Did you see them? Nah.
And I could be completely wrong. They could be like siblings or something.
Yo, they hugged a little too long. They fucking.
No, the reason why I'm saying hugging is because if I see two single people and they give each other like this like hug and they kind of like eye each other and they just walk away, in my mind I'm like, that wasn't long enough where they're like, oh, we're friends, but it was like short enough where they're like, okay, we don't want to make it obvious that we're hooking up.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? It's like this weird. It's like a side hug, but like not a full. It's like a side hug that only is one arm, but it's still like, hey, don't you be doing nothing tonight? Okay, you come back with me.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I never noticed it.
It's like if you ain't hooking up with nobody, come back to me tonight.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's like a firm one armor, not like a tap.
It's your little safety rope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Safety net.
Yeah.
Let me transition to that. Can you like be friends with your ex?
No, actually, no. I'm gonna answer like this. Yes and no, because I believe this.
Mm-hmm.
If you can be friends with your ex, you either didn't love him or you still love him.
I can see that.
That's
yeah.
deep.
That's very deep. Yeah, that's kind of true too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
But like I would also like to say, if I'm like married with someone else or something like that, okay, yeah, I can be friends. But if I'm single or just dating around, no, you can't. I don't think so.
All right. This is my take. I think that you can't be close friends. Like close, like we hanging out all the time with your ex.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's wild because some people be like, after they break up, like, oh yeah, that's my BFF now. I'm like,
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
It's
weird.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
yeah. I don't think that you can be like buddy, but like you
Right.
can like be like an acquaintance friends.
Yeah.
Like if I see you somewhere, I'll come up to you and say, hey, what's good? How you doing? Hope you well. You hope you've been happy. And I was like, good, and have no feelings. Like that's how I like with me and my exes. That's how I feel like I am. If I see them, I'm like, oh, we good, we straight. You know,
Yeah.
like no remorse or anything. I wish the best for you and everything. You know.
yeah,
Some of them, it's not as reciprocated back, but it's all good. That's how I feel toward them.
right.
So you're saying you can be friendly, just not friends.
Yeah, but like it's like my first ex, like the first one.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool with her. Like she like for the longest time she thought I was not cool with her. But like I was like after some time and I kept telling her like, hey, no, we good. Like we can talk like normal people. It's fine.
we can be cordial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean like even just like more than like I'm down to be just like friends with her. But don't be hitting me up like to hang out one-on-one like that.
Yeah,
that's
We-
weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
if I see you around, like, cause we have like a very close mutual friend, and whenever we get together and I see her, like, I'm down to have a conversation with you, see what you've been up, catch up, talk. But there's no like emotional feelings or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fair.
Like you see, like you with your significant other, and then all of a sudden you see your ex. Do you tell your significant other, current significant other, yeah, that's my ex right there, or you don't say nothing?
I feel like if you if the relationship is strong enough, you've already discussed that, and they already know who your exes
I agree
are.
with that.
No, but like, yeah, no, I get it. But like sometimes you don't tell all your ex, all of a sudden, you know, sometimes you just there's one off. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this is my question to you then. Do you tell your partner everybody that you've been with, or only the girls that you've dated?
I tell them if we see them enough. Like if, for example, if I dated somebody or I was with somebody and I know we're gonna see them,
Okay.
I'll be like, hey, like,
Heads
want to
up.
give you a heads up. I don't know if you care or not, but
Yeah.
you know, we
But-
had a plan.
I'm with the, if they ask, I'll tell the truth. But if they don't ask, I'm not telling them.
I don't think it's unnecessary to bring up.
Yeah,
you don't
because
need
if
to.
it's on their mind, they want to ask. Okay, I'll tell you just to ease your mind or be honest. But if you don't ask, then I'm not gonna tell you.
But I feel like people talk too much, and so like if you in an area where somebody like you go to a spot with with your new girl, right?
Yes.
And somebody you used to hook up, not even an ex, somebody like maybe you had like a situationship with, right? Is
Yeah.
there? People talk too much, and but like they're gonna find out eventually, like, oh, you didn't care that like Jay's like ex whatever fling was there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people talk too much, and then it just like kind of like blows up if you don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like a lot of the times, if you date someone within the same like friend circle or something like that, it's already been brought up to them in the past, and they'll probably ask you in private, at least. Versus, or if I meet some girl on Hinge and then like I bring her around my friend group or something like that, then it's different, right? Then it's different because they're probably not going to talk to her about that stuff anyway.
That's true. That's
You know
true.
what I mean? Versus if it's someone that you've been with in the past, yeah, they're going to talk to her about it, but she's probably already talked to me about it. So I don't think that would happen.
Okay.
Because besides, we're not at some get together or like the block. Like, hey, yo, you know they used to be fucking. They used to be fucking too. I don't say that. I
People,
don't say
no,
that.
but people talk like that though.
Bro, why y'all talking
Right?
about?
People be literally talking about like that.
That's
Which
childish.
is why I disclose it. Like
Yeah.
first thing.
That's why I think your way is the best. You disclose it. That way you just basically get it out.
Now I will say this: I didn't used to do that, but with the relationship I'm in now, like it's all on the table. Like I let you know whether you care or not. That way, you know, you at least have that information. Because like the worst thing I want to do is, you know, have her make her look stupid. Like because what if they like become like friends or like, you know, they start talking and shooting the shit and then all of a sudden like yeah, you know, like
We got
don't worry
dicked down
about
by
me
the
and
same
him. Like,
guy.
we used to have a thing, you know. Like I don't want to make her look stupid, so you know, I disclose that information, and she does the same now. So, you know, I think we're on the same level with that.
I think that's really healthy. What
That's
you got?
that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna steal that.
Do it.
Do good man.
Steal that.
Good
It's
man.
yours, bro.
Advice from a 30-year-old
Yeah.
as you enter your 30s.
Come on,
Nah,
man.
like I've had some friends like they went to a wedding with their significant other or their wife, and then they're like, "Oh, hey," to their significant other, and then they go handshake and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, later that night, like, yeah, that was my ex and that, and some of them felt some type of way. It's like, damn, you made me shake hands with somebody that you used to date or whatever. I'm like, you know, I guess some people are insecure about that.
Yeah, some people care more than others.
Yeah.
And you can't tell how someone to feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they feel the way they feel, if it upsets them, that's why just get that shit out the way, bro.
Right.
Just
Yes.
disclose it and then just leave it be.
Last question of the night.
And it's
We'll
gonna
end it.
be, and Chris is gonna answer it first.
Oh man.
We got to get Austin out here.
Do you think breakups are mutual, or like one person gets more hurt than the other person when they break up?
100% one person gets hurt more probably. It's usually never mutual, I feel like. Even if people deny it, like and say like, oh, it's mutual. Is it really mutual though?
I would say sometimes it is mutual. It's like equally mutually painful for both.
It depends how long the relationship's been like going downhill, I feel like. If it's been going downhill for a long time, I feel like it's mutual
But,
more
like-
so because you both know, you know?
No, but I was gonna say, but like whoever initiates the breakup or like brings it up, it's like obviously wants to do it first. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Okay, I think that is not always the person that initiates the conversation, the one that breaks it up first. Sometimes some people don't want to be the bad guy, and so they'll
Exactly.
start drifting away, and then the other person will feel them start drifting away, and then they'll broach the subject.
Yeah, a lot of people are scared to actually pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, they
They're
wanna know
actually-
the
but
bad
they're
guy.
actually, yeah, exactly. But they're actually hoping in their heads, like, oh my god, I hope the person breaks it with
That's
me,
kind of
you know?
toxic too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't want to bring up the conversation, so you just distance yourself so they bring up the conversation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like
I do feel like some of it's like the one situation I would say that is very likely they both people probably it hurts equally for both. If it's something like all of a sudden the relationship is forced to be long distance and then it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Like a situation like that, it's probably equally painful on both sides. Like they want to make it work out, but maybe long distance is just not working for them, and so it just ends.
I think that when it comes to any relationship, someone always likes the other one person more than the other. I don't think that in any relationship, it sounds really bad, but like there's no equal level of attraction toward each other. Someone likes the other person more.
And I agree. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Right? And so I think that whoever's the one that likes the other person more is the one that's going to get hurt the most.
Yeah,
That's why it's never a mutual breakup.
It's never mutual.
Yeah.
Someone likes somebody more.
that's actually completely true.
Dang,
So that's my take.
Yeah,
Damn,
it's never 50-50.
that was deep as
Damn.
hell.
Now I'm
That
like,
is
now I'm
really
thinking in my head like,
That is really deep.
So when a heart breaks, it never breaks even, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Chris Brown lyric?
Nah, I don't know.
No,
I heard it from a song.
that is a song. It's like when a heart breaks, don't break.
Yeah.
It's a country. It's like
a country
Daughtry or
song.
something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
a country song. I don't know which one.
No,
It's
no,
called
it's
break even. It's break even.
Yeah.
it's an alternative song.
Yeah. I know. I'm falling to pieces.
Yeah.
It's an old song.
When a heart breaks, it don't break
Yeah.
even.
It does it, man.
Yeah, I remember it now.
All right. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. We'll bring these three stooges back. Peace.
Peace.